took about 2 years on and off.
Kind of a work in progress, like you start to finish, or?
Well, it was on and off between touring and then sort of 5 months of hardcore work.
How do you guys feel about it?
Good. We definitely got the results we wanted in the UK. I mean, it went straight to #1, and we've basically kind of wrapped up the touring cycle for that now with this tour in America. So we've released it out here, and it's done really well as well. So yeah, it's good. It's always going to be harder to hit a place like America than our home territory.
There was a lot of anticipation in England for the new album. Were you guys surprised? Were you guys already had known that England would receive it very well? I know I know Bailey was trying to get into the show. You guys did a private show for the album. Did you guys know?
Beth, I think that was the Matter show.
Oh, yeah. Yes, the Matter show. Yeah.
That was sort of a preview of the album, was where we kind of did like an Ableton DJ sort of mashup set.
Streamed live on the net.
Yeah.
So we could have listened from home. What are they doing? Everything really, like rock stuff, metal stuff, yeah. Even back to drum and bass and dubstep. Don't do drugs and stay in school.
Yeah, that's a good message. Everybody needs that.
It probably did in the year 2000 in making me want to make drum and bass, because at the time I was making a lot of hardcore stuff at like 200 BPM. Yeah, we'd gone out to see Bad Company because Gareth was sort of into them, and I'd heard some stuff but I wasn't really sold on it.
Well, we'd heard DMB before, and it was...
Because it's a big track, and like a lot of your guys' sounds are big sounds. You know,
we'd heard DMB before, and it was really kind of dainty and I guess happy, and
so Hardware had what you were looking for.
Kind of, yeah. I mean, and then we heard this new manifestation of drum and bass where it's sort of dark and twisted, and it had the same kind of energy that like the darker music, like metal and electronic hardcore and stuff like that, digital hardcore that we were into at the time.
So more importantly, the Messiah track was like using a hardcore kick drum, a sort of distorted 909 sort of sound. You know,
Sorry, you mentioned that you were doing 200 BPM stuff. Were you doing hardcore, like gabber?
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys are really into the gabber scene and stuff?
Yeah. I got tapes full of shades made from all that.
Oh, okay. Yeah. It was pretty big out here for a little while, you know, and then right there. It's cool.
So I think the less we get called a drum and bass band is probably much better for us.
Right.
And the less we sample, the less we get sued.
Have you guys had some trouble?
Yeah. You guys been sued for samples?
It's the bigger you get, the more chance of your thing popping up on like a Fox commercial or something like that, and someone sitting in their hotel room and noticing.
And it's annoying when you're 19 and decide to sample Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory for some fucking reason.
And then 8 years later they decide they want it back.
Oh no.
I think if Mega Man 3 didn't exist.
I said that. You like Mega Man, yeah.
If Mega Man 3 didn't exist, the Pendulum wouldn't.
Yeah. So much now, I can't play a game for more than a day and I get bored.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're too long.
We'd been in various bands separately and together. Rob sort of got me really introduced into like back in the fast tracker days and audio production and stuff like that. And I was kind of really into mixing, but sort of only really at like a very basic band level. And we were just kind of, it just sort of evolved from there. We got to drum and bass, decided let's try and make that. And I think the first track we made together was Bold, so it really kind of kicked it off.
And how'd you guys get involved with Fresh? How'd you guys meet Fresh?
He headhunted us. I think when Volt came out, it was a big track, and I think everyone kind of started getting a bit worried that they didn't know what was going on.
Taking the scene by storm. That being said, what's it like going from Breakbeat Chaos 2, Warner Brothers? Like, you guys being treated better? Is it a better experience?
It was pretty nerve-wracking at first, since we'd never been on a major and we didn't really know what was expected of us.
Contracts freak you out a little bit?
They're just so big.
Not really. It was the control that we thought they might try to exercise over it, but which they didn't. But we sort of, I guess, exercised that control in a mindfuck way over ourselves.
Okay.
And we were almost thinking, well, fuck, we got to suddenly be professional now, do we?
Is that from the pressure of being on the label? Is that the pressure you're imposing on yourself?
No, it's
just by taking that step.
Yeah.
The label was surprisingly cool. Fucking whatever we were going to do.
Record labels kind of need to change their behaviour anyway to succeed these days. They can't really dominate and control people, so it's not going to. Yeah, it's not the 70s anymore.
Is there a
You're right.
360 deal? Did you guys talk about that?
No, I think we're one of the last bands in history to not sign a 360 deal before all the labels kind of closed in like that.
Nice.
I think, I mean, it took a lot of sort of almost blind faith on their behalf, especially the A&R guy. Because I remember him after we actually handed the album in, and he's like, "It's fucking fantastic, but I got to be honest, for a while there I had no fucking idea what you guys were doing." I was just like,
but then again, no one did.
But the whole time he was like, "Yeah, I love it." It's great.
Let's talk about Glastonbury. I heard a mix from you guys. I think it was on. I guess you guys they were broadcasting it on BBC. How was the experience? What did you guys think? You know.
We played live at Glastonbury. Yeah.
That's right.
Alright. Incredible. That was, I think, technically one of our biggest shows. It was a couple of 100,000 people, I think, maybe in front of the stage, and 10 million watching on TV.
How'd you feel?
Well, our manager told us that just as we were walking up the stairs onto the stage. So
he gave you you guys were like, "Oh my god, everybody's gonna be watching this." And now, like looking back, like how do you feel? Like
we've played similar shows since then, so we're kind of getting used to them. Okay. It's good. It's a good feeling.
What do you guys do what do you guys do on your spare time in between shows or touring and stuff? What's
this tour is starting to get to be a bit of a head fuck, because it's like we're just like in each other's faces constantly and stuff like that. So we've actually sort of established a bit of a studio on the bus. So we're going to try and maintain the sanity.
Yeah, the Linkin Park thing is as good an opportunity as it is. It's fucking hard, because you're playing to people who don't know who you are every night for a month. And
like every night, 15,000.
Places like Philadelphia, they literally just stand there and go like that. And a couple of them go like that for the entire gig, and then you're just like, fuck. It's a bit soul crushing.
So how did that come about? Is that something the label thought would be a good idea? Is that?
It was something we thought would be a good idea. And I think Linkin Park had sort of got to the point, especially with their original album, where they just wanted to do what they wanted to do and have support bands that they liked instead of ones that were a good idea suggested by the label. So it's good. I mean, every support band they've got is British, which is
good. We're fans of your own that are there. Like I've read some of the comments on the tour page and your guys' page, and everyone's loving it. And
yeah, it's good. I mean, even if like there's 15,000 people there and 14,000 people don't like it, 1,000 people is good to. Yeah. It's interesting just to know like which cities are hip hop cities and which cities are rock cities. Because we tend to get the rock crowds win them over a lot easier than the hip hop crowd.
Oh really?
Yeah.
What would you say like the hardest crowd? What was the
Philly was the hardest crowd.
Yeah.
Sunrise and Tampa were difficult as well. They don't even have rock stations in Florida, so.
Oh really?
But yet, we hit like Kansas and the Twin Cities and stuff like that, and they're just going. Oh,
what's your favorite so far? What has been the best city you've played in?
Kansas City, Missouri.
Yeah? I think they were just up for it. They were open.
Chicago's good as well.
Yeah?
Washington's good.
So is a lot of Pendulum's presence a live presence? Like, do you guys see yourself, like, is it sort of production versus performance or studio versus live?
They're pretty much in direct contrast to each other, and we try not to get into the studio and think about how the band's going to play it, because you sort of limit yourself in that respect. But the live thing's good. It's definitely a way to escape being bored in the studio, for sure.
From the DJ aspect though, so I believe one of your members. Which one DJs?
Paul's out DJing across Europe and stuff.
Okay, so he's
But I'm doing a couple of DJ sets up around here as well.
right. Playing tonight. You guys DJing tonight, or is it live? Sorry, it's live.
Live tonight, yeah.
Okay, so when you guys are in the studio, are you guys making music for the DJs, or are you guys trying to make it to go towards the live spectrum?
I think DJ sets are getting more eclectic for everyone anyway, so I think less and less.
Less and less.
Yeah.
For the DJ, or yes.
Less and less for just specific kind of, you know, because then you find yourself kind of just obeying strict rules of tempo and strict rules of, you know, bar structure and stuff like that, and we don't really feel like we need to do that anymore.
What part of Australia are you from?
Perth.
I heard that's the best part.
West Coast, yeah. It's lazy.
It's lazy.
Yeah.
It's the beach.
Oh, so did you guys surf? What were you guys, skateboarders, or just all straight musicians?
We're all vampires growing up.
The end of the gothic thing?
So go for a couple of months. And we're a dog collar.
I'm in vampires as in we sat in a basement. Playing.
Just chilling.
Just chilling, eh?
Have you ever dated a blonde?
Yeah.
No.
Are you gonna scroll through hair colours there, or?
No.
We did this.
Just Australia's known for the blondes.
I don't know. Tell me, what do you guys, like, other than music, what other things you guys do on the side? Do you guys, things like to party, like to drink? I know that Australians are known for that.
Yeah, we've been known to put a few away.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys travel Asia?
Not really, no.
No, yeah.
We've hit Japan with the band a few times. And
Yeah, how was that received?
good.
Yeah.
It's good, they're very polite.
Yeah. Tokyo?
Yeah, and Osaka.
Yeah, it's pretty wild there. Do you guys ever watch the made-for-TV series Golden Pennies? No,
No.
have you ever heard of it?
Yeah.
There's something that was made out of there that we all
Us.
watched growing up in 7 and 8, and it was from Australia, and I don't know if Australians know that this
Never heard of
exists,
it, no.
but okay.
We watched Degrassi.
Oh, really? Like the original Degrassi? Or really? Okay, that's cool.
That's dope.
Is that Canadian?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was from here.
It's
From
actually
Toronto.
down the street.
Yeah. So you're in
So if you
the
ever get a
city
chance,
of
walk over.
Degrassi. Any other words
Remember the episode
for?
where the dude took acid? That's the only one I clearly remember.
Oh, he thought he could fly.
Snake was his name. Snake.
No, Snake. That's not. He
That was
didn't
the
do
chick he got
acid. He was a
pregnant,
really
wasn't
tall
it?
guy. Yeah. Yeah. And it was Spike that got
Spike,
pregnant from
yeah.
that dude's.
What a hoe.
Any other words for
I
fans?
can't believe you remembered that episode.
That's crazy. Anything else to say, guys?
No, thanks.
No. Okay.